Hello everybody! So today I am going to be doing my BookTube A Thon wrap up. I did not get much reading done on day 7 because I had a family barbecue at my house. So I wasn't able to get much more done, but I did finish 6 books in the week, which is like huge for me because usually I do like 6 books in a month. So let's get into it. So to start off, I continued to read Spinning Silver, and I got up to page 304, and I had to put it down. I got so lost in the plot. I had no idea what was happening, and I just didn't understand like where the story was going. Like, I know it's a coming into your own type of novel. It wasn't for me, I guess. I don't know. Or just the setting for me, now that it's the summer, I just felt like I wasn't into it. So I had to DNF it. I had to put it down. Then I had picked up Meddling Kids, which I flew through this. I love this book. There were definitely like issues with this book, but I was okay with it. It was a fun, fast read for me, so it was fine. But there was definitely like holes, like plot holes, and kind of like what's going on. And the ending was good. There was a huge twist at the end, which was really exciting. But overall, I think this book was great. I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. I was completely entertained the entire time reading this. So I definitely recommend it to people that want to read something that's almost like nostalgic feeling for like 80s and 90s kids. It's just like a campy type book, like that campy setting. So if you're looking for something in that aspect, this is for you. I love the dog in this book. The dog was my favorite character. And yeah, so definitely check out Meddling Kids by Edgar Cantaro. I know he just came out with another new book and I heard good things about it as well, so I might check that out. I love his covers. I love the colors that he uses. This book was amazing, so 4 out of 5 stars for this one. The next thing that I read was Beneath the Sugar Sky, which I loved this book. I really love this entire series. This series is just so well done and in such a short amount of time. They're really fun to fly through. If you want a really good, quick read, I highly enjoyed this. I have an arc of In an Absent Dream as well, so I'm gonna get into that soon. And I'm excited to see where this series goes. I love having like a little backstory about each character that's in the series. So I love this book. Definitely check it out. I don't want to give you too much because it's a 3rd book in a series. So if you haven't read them yet, Every Heart a Doorway is the 1st book, and then Among the Sticks and Bones is the 2nd book, and then Beneath the Sugar Sky is the 3rd book by Seanan McGuire. I definitely give this one a 5 out of 5 stars. I finished this in one sitting. It was excellent. The next thing that I read was Sea Witch by Sarah Henning. This book was so good. I enjoyed it to the fullest. It was the best Little Mermaid retelling I have ever read. I never thought I would read a Little Mermaid retelling because I'm just not into mermaids like that. But now that I read this, I think I am now. And especially because she's a witch. So I'm using this book as for the challenge for what you want to be, and I want to be a witch. So this book was amazing. That's all I have to say. The ending was so good. Like issues in the middle of the book, like kind of like where is this going? And I was feeling a little slow at that point, but it picked up. So much happened. I really enjoyed it, and it reads kind of like how The Wicked Deep was written by Shea Ernshaw. Same type of writing style, same type of atmosphere. It's just about mermaids and witches. And if you don't like stories about mermaids, I didn't like stories about mermaids. So now that I read this, I do, and I want to read more. So check this out for sure. 5 out of 5 stars. Next up, I read Spell on Wheels. You can see it. This graphic novel was amazing. It's about witches. Love witches. Everyone knows that by now, I think, by watching my videos. But it's by Kate Leth, Megan Levins, and Marissa Louise. this is like a girl power witches graphic novel. It was so much fun. I enjoyed it so much. It got me out of a reading slump that I was feeling last week. I want more. So if anyone knows when volume 2 of Spell on Wheels is coming out, please let me know so I could put it on my calendar, because I need volume 2 of this. So definitely loved it. And if you want to check out a new graphic novel series, Spell on Wheels was great. I enjoyed it a lot. So definitely a 5 out of 5 stars for me. I want to reread it. I might reread it. Then next up, I finished the audiobook of The Stand by Stephen King. So I only had like 400 pages left of this book, so I used this as my green on the cover for the challenge, and I liked it. I mean, it didn't need to be 1,000 pages. Stephen King's writing in this book is excellent, so if you want to read a book that has amazing writing quality, then check out The Stand by Stephen King. We have so many books that are kind of like this dystopian world where 99% of the population is dead. And, you know, people have to survive and find out what's going on and what's happening. It definitely reminds me of The Walking Dead in a lot of aspects. But I enjoyed it. It was good. I feel like it took me forever to read it. I probably won't read another Stephen King this big in a very long time because it was exhausting to read. And I think I had the uncut edition, so it was definitely a little bit longer than the other ones. But it was good. It was good. That's all I can say. And I'm definitely gonna give like a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed it, but it just took me forever to read it, and I just kind of was getting bored with the story. As exciting as the characters were great. I just was kind of done with it. I just wanted to get done. Next up, so I didn't complete the full challenge for read a book to movie adaptation, but I did watch Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, but I didn't get to read this. I would like to read this copy especially, so I might take this with me to Vegas when I go. I have a lot of downtime when I'm there, so I'll be able to finish a lot of books by the pool or something. And then lastly, I finished The Little Shop of Found Things, which I highly anticipated this book. I've known about this book since January that it was coming out. And I loved what it was saying about the book. I loved the synopsis. I was like, this is perfect. I love antique shops. I love ghost stories. I love old antique things. So I thought this book would be like perfect for me, but it definitely fell flat. I don't know if it's because it's an advanced reader's copy that there wasn't much to the story. Maybe there's going to be more to the story when the finished copy comes out, but I just felt like it could have been done so much better. That it was pitched to me as a ghost story, but it was more so of a romance and a time travel book and very Outlander-ish. So I really enjoyed the first half of this book, but the last half I was like, I'm reading Outlander right now, and I did not enjoy Outlander. But the premise is great, and maybe eventually I'll write the perfect ghost story that has to do with antique shops, because this is definitely something that I would like to write about eventually, but I just felt like it wasn't done the way that I wanted it to, and I was looking for more of a ghost story than a romance story. So yeah, it was okay. So I give this one probably like a 3.5 out of 5 stars, just because I did enjoy most of it. It was just, It was only 307 pages, so it went by pretty quickly. So that's it. So that's it for my wrap up for the BookTube A Thon. I had an amazing time doing it. I loved watching everybody's videos and getting into that. So that was so much fun. And I'm looking forward to doing another one. From now on, I'm going to be vlogging my reading weekly. And we'll be doing a reading wrap up at the end of each month and a TBR of like what I'm going to read during the month. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to making more videos for you guys. So if you like my videos, just like and subscribe down below. Leave your comments down below. If you've read any of these books and enjoyed them or didn't enjoy them, I want to know your opinions. And I will talk to all you guys soon. Bye!